in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good morning. Yes, good morning. It feels a bit weird. I've just done a members only video and it just feels weird that I'm now doing this live. Very, very peculiar. I've just done a half an hour members video talking last night. What else was I talking? I've completely forgotten. I've only just done it. Blonde asked a couple of questions as well, and I was just responding to a few people that have written comments in the old replay comment section. So it's always nice to see lots of familiar faces commenting and stuff, and it just kind of links me into something really that well, I just say this: if you want to have your comments read out and stuff specifically and get a direct response from me, then members only videos. Let's plug that, shall we? Let's plug it. Yeah, good morning, Newcastle. I was actually talking about you in that members only video. I said that it will either be Sultan Saeed or Nuclear Atoms that says first, and you win. Karma baby, if you're here. Karma baby. I was going to do a stupid impression of him. Paul Carell's here, a.k.a. Paul C, that's doing amazingly in the, in the score predictor game. And Zain Hussein, I was talking about you as well. This is what happens in these members videos. Slagging you off. And you. And you. Did that joke last night. Just absolutely hilarious. Morning FPL Ranger. Morning everybody. What does anybody know who... Does anybody know... See, this is the thing, right? This is why I want people, and I always encourage people to clip the show and just tag me in it at Steve O'Real Talk. But anyway, just for moments like this, so I can just send it out. But does anybody here watch the computer game streamer Elite Shot? Because I'm just going to do his line, which is, I see ya. I see you, chat. Anyhow, I was watching him last night. Very, very good. Very good indeed. He's a very good streamer. Elite Shot. Elite. And it's so funny when, because obviously his name's Elite Shot, he'll always say things like, we've got the elite community together. The elite crew are here and stuff. And I just keep linking it with us and everything. Are you an affiliate of Elite FPL? Denver's here. Denver doing very well at the moment. Did you triple captain again? Remind me. Denver. And by the way, because Bilal isn't here, Paul, you're next now on the line, because you're doing really, really well in the score predictor game, which means that everybody's now going to have to copy you. Because this week, after having a storming week last week on the score predictor game, it all came crashing down this week. To be fair, I was quite unlucky, for argument's sake. The Wolves game, they should have won that game, which I predicted, and they didn't. What were the other particular things that I got wrong here last week, if it just allows me? Yeah, so I predicted Aston Villa Wolves 0-0. 1-0. It ended 0-0. Brighton versus Leicester, I said 2-1 to Leicester. Semi-sweet potato. I'm reading. It's the wrong way round. It should be you predicting under. Anyway, I predicted 1-0, ended 2-1 Leicester. I predicted Arsenal to win 2-1 versus us. Let's get real here. They should have beaten us 1-0. They didn't. Let's get real here. That's the third time you said get real, Steve. Oh, then the fourth. But let's get. A fortuitous goal by Wood. Thanks, Xhaka. I'll tell you what, in the Chelsea game, I said 1-1. I mean, that's the only result that I feel, yeah, Steve-o, come on here, mate. I said 1-1 in that game, ended 2-0. Liverpool, Fulham, it ended, obviously, you know what, 1-0 to Fulham. I said 3-0. Man City, United, I said 1-0 City, ended 2-0. Sheffield United, Southampton, I said 1-0, ended 2-0. Tottenham Crystal Palace, I said 1-0, ended, as you know, 4-1. Harry Kane with a double. Oh, that's quite good. I didn't know that. I didn't realise on the score predictor game it tells you what the game week average was. Well, I got 36 points. The game week average was 36.7. That's fine. I said 2-0. That's another one I was a bit disappointed with. West Brom to beat Newcastle 2-0. It ended 0-0. West Ham Leeds, I said 2-0. I said 4-2. Ended up 2-0. I think Leeds deserved to get a goal out of the game. Obviously banned for missing a few chances. And then last night's game, of course, I predicted 3-0 City. It ended 5-2. So there's still a 3-goal margin. Also, we've heard today, Pep Guardiola, nobody gives us anything. We deserve penalties. Look, I thought that the penalty should have been given, but whatever. You came out 5-2 winners. I understand that maybe if it was to happen in another game and it ended up you losing, then yeah, but come on, calm yourself down. Paul C saying the pressure is on. Yeah, well, in the words of David Brent, ooh, pressure. See? When the experience. So when Bilal pops up if he does. He'll probably pop up late on and he'll say the line. It is one for Steve-O Bingo. He'll pop up with the line of words to the effect of, "Oh, I didn't realise you were streaming." Well, you know what it's like. We're just an impromptu stream. Follow us on Twitter and Discord. Discord is the main area where you'll find out. Essentially, I said on a tweet that basically I'm going to be recording a members-only video, and then I will be doing immediately after that a stream, and I did say that it'll be approximately 9 o'clock. Ramanathan's here. Morning, pal. Who's that there? Sky. I was going to say Skylar from Breaking Bad. Cynical. That's how you pronounce your name. FPL Rangers saying, "What morning, Steve-O?" And everyone in chat. Yes, morning. Dara Brosnan's here. Dara, I'm sure I saw that name somewhere. Dissus is here. Morning, Dissus. Was I play? I'm trying to think on the watch along I did. Man City. It was that stream that I was playing the music to. Shall I try and wake everybody up with some music? Let's wake everybody up with some music. How did it? Oh yeah, let's ask the question. How did everybody's game weekend then last night? Then how did we all get on? Why don't you all put your points in the old what do you call it? Chat here. March is here. Morning, pal. No, you're not too late. We've only been going on for well, I say 12 minutes. Really, I've only been speaking for 5 minutes. Yeah, how did everybody get on? So obviously these are the fixtures upcoming for game week 28. Quite an interesting game week, to be fair. This is how I ended up, 71 minus 8. So that gives me whatever the maths is on that. I don't even know, 63, something like that. I'm just dropping like a fly all of a sudden, but thankfully Kevin De Bruyne popped up with those two. One of them being a very fortuitous goal last night, but whatever, who cares? So yeah, he came through. So Martinez doing me well. Target. Tierney, whatever. We got a point out of that game. That's the main thing. We got a point out of the game. So stuff it. Cancelo, you know the risk involved with that. Oh, what I will say though, it is funny though that once Man City get another double game week, they decide to concede against a Southampton team who struggle to score, and then a Man United team who, well, they seem to never beat. Son annoyingly only coming in with one attacking return, just the assist in 4 goals. Rafinha, Bamford, whatever. Gundogan. I genuinely didn't see the goal because I just thought the first half was coming to an end. So I just put on who did I play? So it was either SoCal or Tactical Brit that I was watching. And I turned back on the game and it was 3-1. I'm like, what do you mean 3-1? Then obviously see on the old Twitter that it was Gundogan. I think Antonio owners will be disappointed. The guy that was, if you remember, I can't even remember if I said it on stream or not, but whatever. The guy that was 25th in the world, triple captained Antonio. So I feel very sorry for him. And that's why I've got a bit of a, members will know this, but I've got a bit of a cunning plan up my sleeve for that, but I don't think it will work, to be honest with you. Morning, Bruce. Just shut the hell up. Congratulations on your Kevin De Bruyne captaincy, I think. Oh yeah, you've just reminded me. Now this is when, during live streams, whether or not I'm going to get really annoyed, because this is what happens when you do live streams. You get the real live reaction, obviously, of an individual there, of what's going on. I need to look at the Super Cup. There it is there. Super Cup, because essentially I can't think if I beat Gaza or not. I think because I genuinely don't know. But I flaming went down to 3rd in the Super Cup. I have this gut feeling that Gaza beat me because he was like 10 points clear, but I have no idea what his team was. So I'm just going to quickly do this live now. So, unfortunately, I can't bring it up on screen, but I can talk you through it just quickly in the Super Cup. So, and I am... Please, 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 please. Come on, load up. Thank God. Get in. Get in, laddie. Right, so... I won that head-to-head. If I can scroll down, which I can't scroll down. Where are we here? We got a draw. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. We got a draw. But then it comes, I don't know what wow, there we are, got a draw. So I've got a point in that. Then it's somebody able to tell me. So we got one more game left. I'm up against Big Man Baker of the FPL Wire. Oh, Vince has been knocked out. Oh, that's why you're 16. Can I? Well. So literally, if I beat this Big Man Baker, I go through second. Vish. Who's Vish up against? Vish, you are up against a Gaza. So you're up against the opponent that I had. Come on, Vish, win it. Although then again, I want Gaza to... Oh, God, it's... Come on, Vish, me and you together. Go into battle, and of course, Vince, who's been knocked out, he's up against Fergie of the Fantasy Football Hub. There we are. Done and done. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. What is that? Jean-Pierre. McCarthy starting against City, but benched against Sheffield. Ruined my Areola. Yes, you can't make it up. I know Andy Martin, he tweeted that out. It's, yeah. You can. I say it a lot. I say it a lot at work. You cannot make this up. Like some of the stuff that I'm sure many people do, they essentially cannot make up what's going on at work, and I apply that so much at work. Yes, Paul, I did see the video. I did indeed see that video this morning. It's only a quick 4-minute. Yes, he is pretty happy. He should be happy with himself. Morning tips. Vince saying cut runs are for people who can't play fantasy football. Well, then clearly you shouldn't be playing fantasy football because I think you're doing worse than me in the overall ranks, aren't you? Ooh. I'll tell you a league that I am doing well in. I must be good at head-to-head leagues, hence why no one got back to me. No one got back to me on the members video, and I'll ask this on here. You're gonna... Oh, there we are. I'm third in that. Third in the head-to-head league. I'm above Jason in that. I'm above Jason in something, at least. Paulie at the top. He's storming it. Then Andrew Gilbert, aka what's his YouTube handle? Come on, what's his YouTube handle? It is Andrew Gilbert is. Nah, it's gone. He won the Super Cup last year, and I've completely forgotten his YouTube handle. I know his real name, but I don't know his YouTube handle anymore. The Irish guy. Hello there. But yeah, that's the head-to-head one. And then there's a niche up there. Where is a niche these days? I haven't seen him for a very long time. And then various other... Dan's up there. How's Dan up there? But this is where Jason's really storming it, as you would have seen on his video last night. The Invitational League. Very, very annoying. For me. He said to me on a... I did the call end. He said words to the effect of, oh, who do you want out of me and Sai? And aka the best on Discord. And I said, I don't want neither of you to win. The Torbay Elites specifically. And he's now storming the Invitational League. So I just said in the video just now that I just done that Nick, just play it safe. Here we are, FPL mates here now. So FPL mate, FPL tips. It's going to be a battle of the three of us. 3 content creators. Any more content creators on here at the moment? I'm under pressure now. But Yeah, Nick Treadwell is really going to have to do defensive moves, I think, because those three in Bear, Scullion, Jason, like Luke Jones up there, and the Toffee Men. And what I do like about this specific league is there are very, very few. There are lots, I should say, of regular contributors to the show, and it's great to see that you guys are doing really well. But come on, you can't imagine Jason winning the Invitational League. Absolutely ridiculous. But shall we put FPL mate and tips to shame here? Let's show them what we're good at. They may be good at streaming. We're good at predictions. Come on, we're good at. Well, I'm good at predictions anyway. FPL tips may be storming it. In fact, this is you, Harry, isn't it? This is you. That's where are you? Second or third in the Content Provider League? Where are you now? I can't even see your name. Where have you gone, Tips? That can't be the other one, because your Tips with a Z. Is it Tips with an S? I need to go on a separate screen to see specifically. You were doing brilliantly. Where are you, my boy? Stevie boy. FPL Tips. Oh, there you are. Fourth. Sorry. Oh, it's not you. Oh, I've always thought it was you. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, it's that Tips, the one with about 500 million subscribers. Right, okay. Can't be bothered to talk about it now. I know Mate's in there. I'm sure FPL Mate's in here. Or am I thinking of someone else? There's just so many in here. It's like 60 odd managers. Well, I'm 41st in that. I'm not ahead of any massive names. I'm just below James Richardson. James Richardson's in it. James. Crazy. Seventh in this specific league here. Ah, you're Harry, of course, because you don't go by the name of... Right. I can talk about you then. That's right. You don't go by... Because it's the same with me on here. I don't have my... So this is Harry's team here. 74 points this week. He's got Kane though. Gundogan coming through. I did see the tweet last night. I think you may have been the person that I saw that tweeted out the name Gundogan. I'm just like, what? And yeah, he just pops up at freaking schools for crying out loud. Yeah, let me just see your where are you here? So you are how far off Andy? Andy Pandy. You're just ahead of Jason. So Jason is... So you're 1826. He's 17.8. What's that? 46 points clear. And then behind Andy... Oh, you're... Wow, Christ. He's storming it, Andy, isn't he? 638th, Andy is. Taking the... Good God, we are honoured with royalty now. Ray Joyce is here. How's it going, Steve-O? Here's Andy's team. 638. God. Incredible. Yeah, he is slamming it. Storming it, sorry. I'll stick with slamming. Vince saying, some of my fave Steve-O catchphrases. Come on. Obviously disgusting. The come on. The come ons from Faulty Towers. Obviously is Ricky Gervais. Disgusting is Faulty Towers. And incredible is my impression of my manager. Any more favourite impressions that I do or favourite catchphrases? Just home after a few beers and I see you're live. Yes, Ray. I've just and I've also just uploaded a members video as well. So you're gonna have about I don't know, however many minutes of content that you want from us, that you want us to. Plus, Jason did a mini. I don't know if it's a video. I think it was a video. I don't think it's a stream. I think it was a video he did yesterday. So, right then, we're all here to predict Gameweek 28. We got Paul C, who's absolutely storming the score predictor game. So I'm going to look out for his results when he puts them through. So shall we start? Let's start predicting Gameweek 28, and let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Because remember, guys, it starts tomorrow. Is it 8 o'clock? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Damn. Oh, I was hoping it'd be 6. Ray Joy saying, I'm having a mare of a season but still loving Elite. Yeah, cheers, Ray. Trust me. You think you're having it bad? You're ahead of me. Damn, I always like listening into Andy doing the deadline streams. I go for my walk and he's normally doing it. So what would that be? 6:30 deadline, so he'd be doing it starting at 5:30. Oh, damn. Andy, do it earlier. Yes, it is Nuclear Atoms. It is a Friday deadline. Hence why I'm doing this now. And Jay, I kind of wanted to do this today, and then it would mean that there'd be 2 streams in a row. So you'd have me today, and then Jason will be doing his call-in tomorrow evening, which of course will be after the deadline. So you can all tell him about the teams that you've all selected and stuff. That should be a bit of fun. But yeah, we kick off with, like I say, if you want to play along, by all means, please do get your comments in chat, what you're thinking about these specific games, how you think they're going to go. If you have any thoughts on these particular fixtures, obviously, Harry, you do your game week previews, specifically the predicted lineups, and nice to hear your thoughts. But yeah, Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Shall we just do a Mark Southerns? It's got 0-0 written all over, hasn't it? Yeah. The only impression, I'm just going to record this. In fact, no, I don't even need to record it. I can just do it live because I can just save it. My only impression of Mark Southerns is, yeah. That's it. Just on his throat. Yeah. A bit like Dan. Really. Well. I'll say words to the effect of our 2 terrible teams. What do you think, Dan? Well. So yeah, on with the with the show. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Newcastle, a team that can't score at the moment. Aston Villa, a team that create chances but can't score, but can be got at. But their away form is what I can see them getting through this. I've gone with what a lot of people are saying, and Paul C, we're on the same wavelength here, my friend. I'm going to be putting 1-0 to Aston Villa. The Sus is saying, here we go, 1-0. Cameron Rawcliffe's here. Morning, pal. Haven't seen you for a while. 2-0 to Villa. Ramanathan, 2-0 Villa. You think they're going to score more than 1 goal? Paul is saying, yeah, 1-0. Denver saying 2-0 Villa. Ray saying 2-1. Not a clean sheet in sight. How are Newcastle going to score? I mean, it's the old thing, isn't it? When you don't think a team's going to score, they're going to score. They got no creativity in that team whatsoever, and despite the fact apparently they played quite well against West Brom, I think Aston Villa are going to have too much for this. No, Vince, because it's too early in the morning. It's way too early in the morning for that. Wan RXC saying 1-1. Do you know what? I don't mind that result. 0-0, 1-1. I'm actually saying 2-0. Yes, Paul Carroll. Great minds do think alike. But the only thing I do not like about this specific game week is that every single match is just separate to one another. So it's just 10 matches, one after the other. And I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that at all. I'd rather like a couple of games on at the same time. At least that way, it kind of breaks up the mould. But we then move on to the following day, Saturday. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see, hopefully this should work for me here. I'm going to log into the score predictor game, and I'm actually going to play along with it and actually type in the results now and the additional questions that are asked, i.e. who's going to have the highest percentage of possession and whatnot. So let's just do that live now. So it was, what was it? Aston Villa game. So, okay, it's not actually in order. Right, brilliant. Right, I said 1-0 to Aston Villa. The question is, which team will take more corners? My answer is Aston Villa. So we move on, like I said, to Leeds versus Chelsea game. Leeds at the moment, are they lacking ideas? I don't think they are. What is it now? They've not scored in 2 games, or they didn't score against West Ham. I'm sure they didn't score the week before. I could be completely wrong here. In fact, I probably am wrong. I can't even remember what the flaming score was. Leeds 2-0 to West Ham, yes. And the week before that, it was some ginormous double game week, which I've already forgotten about. And, they lost, that's right, 1-0 to Aston Villa. So, right, couple of games without scoring, and now they're up against a team who don't concede goals. And I know there's quite a bit of talk of captaining Werner in this game. I know tips us here if you've got any thoughts on that. But Werner at the moment, he's looking confident, but he just can't put the ball in the back of the net. I think he's got a very good opportunity to score. I think that obviously Mason Mount is somebody that's definitely keeping your eyes on. Is it worth bringing him in for this specific game? I don't know, but like I say, Leeds struggling for goals at the moment. At home, they're not that great at home. Chelsea, on the other hand, do not concede whatsoever. 2-0, Cameron's saying. Kevin Cook, 2-1 to Chelsea. Ray Joyce, you're thinking a high-scoring 3-2. Chelsea haven't even scored 3 goals. I know you've had a few drinks, you've had a few sherbets, you're having a bit of fun, but they haven't scored 3 goals in the last 7 games. I think Chelsea are going to edge this. This happened last week, didn't it? This happened last week. This is saying 3-1 Chelsea, Paul Carroll 2-1 Chelsea. Paul Carroll, I was thinking pretty much virtually the same. I was thinking 2-1 myself. Ramanathan 2-1 Chelsea. Denver saying 3-1 Chelsea, Mason Mount in. Well, like I say, he's playing further forward. He seems to be enjoying his role. Arch is saying 3-0. Matt Henley, 2-0 would be more if it wasn't for that shocking pitch. I'm sorry, Paul, I'm not copying you, mate. I'm not copying you at all. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea myself. Gabriel Derot, morning, pal. You're thinking Azpilicueta. You've already seen the members video, I mentioned him. Is that why? You're giving tips to Blonde? Ray Joyce saying that's why I'm so beep at this game. And it's asking here the question. I'm putting 2-1 in. Who will score first in this specific fixture? Well, I am going to be putting that name down of Werner. I'm going to put Werner down as the first goal scorer in this game. Done. Crystal Palace versus West Brom, something that Dan hates me saying, and he hates Jason saying, and he hates a lot of people saying this, which is, this is a fixture I couldn't care less about. Now then I'm going to do an impression of Dan, which he said, well, I do. Do you remember that? I can't remember what stream it was, but he got really offended. He was like, well, I do care. Calm down. Yeah? Relax. Crystal Palace versus West Brom. Zaha back. 1-0 Crystal Palace. That is what I'm putting down. I'm putting down 1-0 Crystal Palace. I just think that Zaha will give them well, when Zaha plays. From the start, he didn't start against Tottenham, and he looked lively. I'm going 1-0 to Crystal Palace on this particular fixture. The irony, of course, is that the one team that are absolutely amazing defensively, I've said they're going to concede. And yet 2 teams that are absolute garbage, I've said that one of them is going to keep a clean sheet. But I think that Crystal Palace will edge this 1-0. Which team will make the more fouls? I'm going to say Crystal Palace. Everton versus Burnley. Well, let's just quickly see what these guys are saying. Paul C saying 1-1. Amarch is saying 1-1. Kevin Cook's going 1-0 to West Brom. Denver saying 1-0 to Palace. 0-0 Ramon Evan. Yes, I am. Dissus 0-0. Ray Joyce 0-0. Looks like I'll be walking the dog at 3 p.m. Vince is saying. I'll be what? Yeah, it's on Sky Sports, so I'll probably tune in for a bit. But the game that I'll definitely be tuning into will, of course, be Everton versus Burnley. I've heard a lot of talk. James on Planet FPL's thinking Calvert-Lewin. Mark Southern's thinking Calvert-Lewin or Calvert-Lewin or Digne for the captaincy in this game. I think Az or Mark predicted 3-0 last night. 3-0 to Everton. Calm yourself down. Everton versus Burnley, my team against yours, Steve. Yes, Paul Carell. It's not Ray Joyce. Come on, you're just copying Mark now. 3-0. Forget it. I'm not looking at the chat, so I don't want to see what Paul C's saying. But Everton are going to win this. But you know what? I can actually see us scoring. I'm going 2-1 to Everton. Just like I said in the Chelsea game, it's going to be tight. But we do not get battered in these particular fixtures here. We aren't going to get battered. And I'm expecting it to be a tight game. But I'll tell you what, sneaky punt, Richarlison as captaincy could be a good one this week. Cameron saying 2-0 Everton. DeSuss 2-0 Everton. Kevin Cook 2-1, yeah. Ramanathan 1-1, yes. Yeah. Ray Joyce, like I said, saying 3-0. Paul Carroll's thinking 1-0 Everton. Yeah, to be honest, once again, Everton, whenever I've watched them, they don't really impress me that much. But what I can say is that you haven't got James Rodriguez. How does that much affect your team? I haven't got a clue. But certainly from a creativity point of view, maybe it has had an effect. But I'm personally thinking that we're going to get a goal in that game and you're just going to nick it 1-2-1. Who will score first in that game? I'm just going to put good old Richarlison. You're copying this, Paul, seeing as you're going to have to defensive block all this now. I'm miles off you. Fulham Man City. Fulham versus Man City. Francis Logan's thinking a penalty for Gundogan. I'm assuming you're meaning Gundogan there, Francis. But I think this is going to be not too bad for Man City. Fulham, I can't see them scoring past these lot. They struggle enough as it is, but against Man City, I think Man City are going to want to put up a professional performance before they are. I believe they're playing the Champions League next week. So I think they're just going to put up a solid performance. I think they're just going to come out of this like 1-0. 1 or 2-0. Come on, DeSuss. It ain't happening. He's saying 6-0. Get a grip of yourself. Kevin Cook's thinking Fulham will score 3-1. Ramanathan 2-0 City. Denver's saying I'm going to downgrade Digne to Keane and upgrade Lingard to Mount. 3-0 Everton. Denver, don't do it. Don't do it. Keep Digne. Keep Lingard. It's only one game. Don't do it, mate. Paul Carroll is saying, my son is a City fan and he's saying 3-0 City. I reckon 2-0. No. Sorry, I mean, yes. Newcastle's 2-0 City. Shubrakaran Singh 3-1 City. He's expecting them to score just like Cameron Rawcliffe 3-1. Amart saying 2-0 City. Denver saying 4-0 City. What is all this? What makes you think City are going to batter this team here? I like the fact that Southampton gave them a game, but when you give a team like City a game, they're just going to walk all over you like they did last night. Man City didn't specifically impress me that much last night. I wasn't blown away by them. I wasn't thinking, oh my goodness, they deserve 5 goals. I wish Aguero started. I think he looks sharp. In fact, I'll tell you what. Here's a sneaky punt. Aguero for this game week. Gets 1 goal. Flying Dutchman saying, De Bruyne saved my game week. Should I captain him? A bit controversial. He hasn't really impressed me. He's an amazing talent, but from an attacking perspective, he has not really done much for me. But it depends what your options are, Dutchman. Kevin De Bruyne is a very good chance, and if you didn't see it, Jason said he's going to be captaining De Bruyne. Jason's going to be a bit more cockier now. He's doing really well. Top of the Tour by Elite. But no, I think that City is just going to edge this 1 or 2-0. I will put 2-0 in the score predictor game. I can't see a demolition here. Fulham have really upped their game of late, and they're no mugs. So yeah, I'm thinking 2-0 to City. Which team will have more possession? That's about as easy as it gets. Man City. We then move on to Sunday's fixtures. BBC are actually showing a fixture. The team last night losing 5-2 to Man City. It's a team in Brighton who just can't seem to score goals. Shabba Karen saying, Fulham will play counter-attack. Mahrez, De Bruyne to open up the scoring, leading to floodgates. We all expected that last night. Even though the goals came through, but I think Southampton were a bit too adventurous. But, whatever. But now, Southampton versus Brighton. Southampton impressed me last night. I must say, they look good. And if they play like that against Brighton, they're going to be beating Brighton. I think this is going to be a win for Southampton. And I expect a... Christ. This is the hardest game of the weekend, I think, to call. What would I predict for this specific game here? Now, at this point, this is when I go onto whoscored.com and I try and give myself a helping hand into the form, the home and away, specifically the home and away form, and find out how each of these two teams are doing, and then I'll just judge my call on that, really. But I see a few of you are predicting a 1-1. We'll name check you guys in a minute. And once again, cheers all for joining me live this morning for this stream. But yeah, at home, we have got Southampton, who are 13th in the table for home form. They've won 5, drawn 2, so they don't draw that many games. In fact, they've drawn 2, obviously. Essentially, they either win or lose. Scored 17, conceded 16. Our Brighton away from home. Where are Brighton in the table? Brighton are 14th. Won 4, drawn 4, lost 5. You guys are... That is telling me a 1-1. They've scored 14, conceded 16. That is 1-1, 1-0 written all over it. Oh, this is tough. I know you guys are predicting there. I know Paul Carroll said 1-1. The Flying Dutchman saying 1-0 Southampton. Ramanathan 1-0 Saints. Kevin Cook 1-1. 0-0. Shubhakaran Singh saying 2-1 Brighton. Denver. 2-1 Brighton. Morning Kobe. I'm hoping for a 0-0 from a March, but I think it's going to be 1-0 for the Saints. I do like that. Nuclear Atoms. I bought in Veltman this week for Ben Mee. So why did you bring in Veltman for? Jesus. Southampton, Brighton. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think 1-1 they're just going to cancel each other out. Which team will take more shots? Southampton. No, do you know what? I'm changing that. I'm going 2-1. I'm going 2-1 to Southampton. Like I said, they impressed me last night. I wasn't thinking to myself, these are a bunch of mugs here. I liked them last night. To hell with it. Paul, I'm going against the grain. I'm going 2-1 to Southampton. Oh God, here's another game I couldn't another game I couldn't care less about, really. Leicester Sheffield United. This is my housemate's derby between his dad and his brother. His brother lives in Leicester and his dad's a Sheffield United fan. Brighton have to do something in this game. They have terrible... Yeah, they do. Yes, exactly. That's why I think they could be left exposed. Not that I said that. I'm just copying your words, David. Leicester, Sheffield United. I think Mark said it last night. 1-0 Leicester, and that's what I'm going to go with. 1-0 Leicester. Kobe saying 2-0 to Leicester. Matthews Aishi, morning pal. 3-0 Leicester. Foxes to win 2-0. And March is saying Newcastle 2-0. I'm going 1-0. Mainly because Sheffield United, once again, defensively, they're not too bad. I think. Do you know what? I'm going to do the old cheat code again. The old cheat code. Let's just see Leicester home fixtures. So Leicester at home, they are 7th in the table. 1-6, drawn 1, lost 6, scored 20, conceded 19. Okay, but away from home, they're actually top. 110, drawn 4, lost 1. Whereas Sheffield United, on the other hand, away from home, 1-1, drawn 1, lost 11, scored 6, conceded 23. So that's really saying a 2-0 then, isn't it? Right, I've used the cheat thing. Let's go 2-0 to Leicester. Let's hope that Iheanacho isn't playing, although I'm assuming he will do. In fact, he probably will do, so I'm going to drop that down to 1-0 again. I'm going to go 1-0 to Leicester. Which team will receive more yellow cards? I've just put in 10-0 there. Which team will receive more yellow cards? I'm going to go with Leicester. Tielemans is someone to be looking at. He's another player. Seems to be returning on a regular basis. Paul Carroll's going 2-0. 2-0. Here we go. The North London Derby. The North London Derby. Arsenal versus Spurs. I called this the other day and I'm going to stick with this result. I'm going 1-1. I'm going 1-1. Kobe Miranda saying got in action as a 1 week punt. What, for this game week? Nice, yeah. I'd rather have gone with a Chelsea player, but yeah, in an action, why not? For a 1 week punt. Tell me, Arsenal Spurs, I'm just thinking cancel each other out 1-1. I think that Arteta is going to set up pretty solidly, and I think he's going to know how to defend against Bale, Kane and Son, despite how well they're playing, and maybe even more if he starts Lamella. Spurs, on the other hand, well, we all know what Mourinho's about. They've got their 3 wins against 3 rubbish teams. So I think they're just going to cancel each other out. And I'm going to go 1-1 in this fixture. What are you guys in chat thinking? Kevin Cook 2-1 Spurs. Kobe Miranda 2-0. A lot of Spurs fans here. March is saying 2-1 Spurs. Denver's going 4-2. Denver, mate, your predictions are crazy. 4-2 to Spurs. No chance. Ramanathan 1-1 or 2-1 Spurs last minute. Newcastle 2-1 Spurs. Obviously, what's his face? Bale, Mourinho has come out and said that essentially Bale can't play the full match, so hence why he's been constantly being taken off every 68 minutes, something like that. Here's Blonde. There was I'm assuming you're aware, a members video dedicated to your question. Blonde asked a very difficult question for me, everybody. In fact, Blonde, I'm going to ask the chat for you. So before we continue talking about, well, we've just discussed it, before we get on to Man United versus West Ham, so I said 1-1 between Arsenal and Spurs. So chat, listen up. Help out Blonde here. I've given her my answer in a video. But guys in chat, what do you think about Blonde's question about going heavy on defence? So essentially maybe going 4 or 5 at the back. So what do you guys think about going 4 or 5 at the back in this particular upcoming game weeks. I gave my opinion on this, but Blonde saying no spoilers, please. No, I'm not going to give you any spoilers whatsoever. There's not going to be a 15-minute anecdote about the work colleague I get on with. God, that was ridiculous talking about that. Funny though. Funny because it's true. What do you guys think? Yeah. Morning, David Jones. Madeline making the point. Depends which defender. Yeah, I get that, but we're just making the point about Leicester staying. I'd go 4 but not 5. Kevin Cook saying it sounds like a good idea. Ramanathan 4 or 5 at the back is good for this week. I think we're talking about just moving forward for the future of fantasy football. Good for this week, but does he? Blonde is not he, FPL Ranger. Apologise. Will anybody know this reference? Nuclear Atoms, you're the only wrestling fan I know here. Ray Joyce, you must be miles behind. Your delay is worse than Dan's on watch-alongs. But will anybody know this wrestling reference? You will apologise. Nuclear Atoms, come on. 4 at the back would be better. Madeline saying 4 defenders are good enough in my opinion. 4-3-3 or a 4-3-3. Yeah, cheers for that. Shabbat Khan Singh is saying I'm going 4 at the back this week. What about the future though? What about the future? Yes, Madeline 4-4-2. Daniel Shaman saying 4-4-2 all season for the win. Nick Rapp saying it's Seth Rollins. No. It's probably used about 1,000 times, but no. One Life Soccer here. Spurs attacking lineup will pose a lot of problems for Arsenal. Both teams play tonight, so recover. Yeah, exactly. In fact, let's how does Seth Rollins' song go again? Yeah, you get the idea with that. No, it's not. It's from 2011, I think. Yeah, it is 2011. Braun Strowman, Cameron. No. Shebra Singh saying 4-4-2 for this game week. Planning to wildcard on game week 31 for 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. Yeah, we're talking about moving forward. For the rest of it. So I don't know why it says hide. Stephanie McMahon. No, Denver. No. David Jones saying, I've got Stones and Cancelo, but don't know whether to keep both for Fulham or get rid of one for Aston Villa defender. Currently have no Villa assets. Getting a Chelsea defender. Getting Chelsea for crying out loud. Blimey, have you seen their fixtures? Have you seen the way defender... You got it, Cameron! Cameron's got it! CM Punk. He says it to Vince McMahon. You will apologise. Would you start Veltman or Rafinha? Amarch is saying. Rafinha. Oh, Rafinha. That's it, Nuke Rams. CM Punk to Vince McMahon. Kobe Miranda saying, time to sell Kundogan. Do you know what? I don't hate... What does James say on Planet FPL? I don't hate the idea. But I do like that, though. What, I can't see that person... name, so I'm going to quickly read it. Relic returns. Gundogan to Jota. Beautiful. Yes. Do it. What are you thinking then on Man United versus West Ham, everybody? That's the only music you're going to hear from me. I bet you can't even barely hear that either. Here we go. Shabbat Singh saying, thoughts on double Chelsea defence. Rudiger plus Alonso. I think it's great. Well, Danny boy, we were, in fact, seeing as Dan's here, I'm going to deliberately, that's right, Newcrams, spot on, mate. I'm going to deliberately do the impression that I did earlier on, so I'm just going to do it again of you. In fact, there were two impressions that I did of you, Dan. Number one was whenever I'm talking about a specific game, i.e. Crystal Palace versus West Brom, you hate the fact that me and Jason say, couldn't care less about this game, and you went, well, I do. And then the other one, which you all know, which is coming along, which is, I'll say words to the effect of, Man Man United versus West Ham. West Ham in the ascendancy at the moment. Man United coming off the back of a 2-0 win. But, I'm not particularly that impressed by Man United. And then you'll come in, well, I disagree. That's it, basically. So, what are you guys thinking on this specific fixture? Your social media, Dan saying 1-1, Kevin Cook 2-2. Come on, Kevin. I'm March saying 1-0 United, Kobe Miranda 2-1 Man United. You know what? Me, you, Paul, we're all thinking the same thing. Because I'm going 2-1 myself. I think United are going to edge this. I think United are going to edge this just about in this particular fixture. I did enjoy the game versus Man City the other day. They didn't particularly impress. I wasn't impressed by Man United per se. I wasn't thinking, my goodness. They were just very good on the counter-attack and they just got what they... well, I disagree. West Ham, on the other hand, they are just plodding along. So I'm going to be officially predicting 2-1. Who will score first? Antonio. Oh, Antonio. And I've got a bit of a surprise for everybody, possibly. Obviously. But, yeah, the home record for Man United, 1-6, drawn 3, lost 4. Scored 28 goals in 13 matches, conceded 19. That's a lot. West Ham away from home. They're 8th in the table, 6 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses, 19 goals, 16 against. Yeah, that's telling me 2-1 all the way. Let's see how they do tonight, Steve-O. United. Oh yeah, of course they're playing tonight. I don't care about European football. Well, I do. Well, what's the other one? Vince, what's the other one Dan does? Well, hold on a minute. Now, hold on a minute here. Ramanathan thinking 2-2. Come on, pal. Madeline Tudor saying 2-1 to United. I'm sure West Ham will score. Yeah. Vince saying the 3-1 Bruno show. Forget it. FPL Fozzie, you've missed all the impressions. I did your mate Mark Southerns. Yeah. David Jones saying, who do you think are the best captain picks this week? We'll get onto that in a minute. Matthew Zaishi, 1-1. Not bad. I don't mind that prediction at all. Paul Carroll is saying 2-1 as well. Yeah. I think it's just going to be a good game, Man United versus West Ham. And then finally, blimey, the final game of the season. Wolves versus Liverpool. FPL Fozzie saying lots of Coffers quotes in the Black Box. To be honest, I don't really watch Black Box, to be honest with you, Fozzie. But you could have a field day. I don't really watch it, to be honest with you. I only watch the predictions at the end, basically. But big game, Steve. AC Milan. It is a big game. There's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. In fact, let's have a quick look at... I've forgotten their name already. Serie A, AC Milan. Let's see, they're second in the table. And it's crazy to think Ibrahimovic is there with 14 goals. In the Europa League, let's just quickly look at the Europa League for a second. Let's see some of the top scorers in that particular competition. And the answer is Pizzi of Benfica with 7 goals. Oh, here's a quick... Alright, right. Do not cheat. Here's a question for everybody in chat. Dan, pick up your ears, and everybody in chat, listening to this. Which Premier League goal scorer... which Premier League player in the Europa League at the moment is joint second with goals in the Europa League behind Pizzi of Benfica and Yazici of Lille. So those two players have scored 7 goals. The Premier League player, this specific Premier League player, has scored 6. Who is that player? Now then, I'm going to have to give a bit of a timer here. No, it's not Fernandez. Dara Brosnan's son, Barry. All right, Barry. I don't. We're gonna. Well done to Barry. He's done it. Everybody, Gustav, Shubha Khan, Nuka Atoms, Relic returns. You can all stop. Also, Dan, all stop. Barry Shuttleworth straight away in there. It's Vinicius. Would you believe? Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. 53,000 tons. Once again, you won't understand that. Here's a question for you. All right then. Now this really is an obscure question, but so in the Europa League, I know this is Premier League, but whatever. In the Europa League this season, this specific website has given ratings. Which player in the 6 appearances and the one substitute appearance that he's made for their team has got the highest rating in the Europa League? Which player has got the highest rating across the 6 matches and one substitute appearance he has made for their team in the Europa League this season? Now that really is. And that's the real quiz. Yes, Fozzie still can't get a game in the Prem. That's the Saka, Nicholas Thiel. No, all right. I'll give you a clue. That's the right team. So Saka is the right team. Relic and Almat saying Saka. Dan saying Saka. Everybody's saying Saka. No, it's not. It's the right team. It's not Bale. Aubameyang. No. Barry. No. Was that a reverse Louis Walsh? Vince is saying no. Denver's saying Saka. Well done. We've done it. We've done it. Well done to Shubha Khan and Dara Brosnan. It's Pepe. Pepe with an 8.2. Frank Bentos. What did you say then? Kylian Mbappe. You see? No wonder this place is going. He doesn't even play in the Europa League. He is just ahead. So he's got an 8.2. And a player for Zagreb called Petkovic. He's made 5 appearances and 1 sub. He's got a 7.72. So, in fact, I'll tell you what, let's just quickly finish off. The predictions, and then we'll just have a bit of fun. Let's do a bit of fun, shall we? In fact, I'm going to deliberately do this as well. So, as I always like to do, James, my friend, we're doing a bit of an impromptu Premier League quiz right now, live on stream. I'm not expecting you to be here, but the point being is that I'm inspired by the Patreon quizzes that you do, so I'm just going to do it live now on air regarding Premier League. So, cheers, dude. Anyhow, so yes, let's quickly do the prediction for Wolves versus Liverpool, and let's have a bit of fun with a Premier League quiz afterwards. So Wolves versus Liverpool. I've already said this. You've charmed me. Yeah. Right then. Yeah, Nuka Atoms. Last match to predict. From then it's time for Steve-O Trivia. FPL Fozzie going 1-1. We have other people predicting here. 2-1 Liverpool. Ramanathan is saying. FPL Ranger 3-2. Can Liverpool score more than 1 goal? More than 2 goals? Come on, no chance at all. Shebra Khan saying 1-0 Wolves. Nice shout there. Kevin Cook 2-0 Wolves. Dara Brosnan 2-1. Daniel Jaman 0-0. I'm waiting for Paul Cook. In fact, Paul Cook did actually predict. He said 2-1 to Liverpool. I'm agreeing with Matthew Zaishi. Liverpool to bounce back 2-1 Liverpool. I'm actually thinking Liverpool are going to keep a clean sheet. I know it's mental saying that. I'm thinking they're going to keep a clean sheet in here. I'm thinking 2-0. I think they're going to get a 2-0. And like I said, if in doubt, Captain Salah. And it looks like that could be the way that I'm going. I'm saying 2-0. Cobra Miranda saying 1-1. But I do like the 2-1 score prediction. It's just the fact that Wolves are... they are meh at the moment. And especially at home. In fact, if I was to look at home... records at the moment, where I'm probably going to be proven wrong, but whatever. At the moment, I am proved wrong. Wolves at home, 1-5, drawn 4, lost 4, scored only 15, conceded 14. Not too bad. Liverpool away from home, scored 25, conceded 18, Won 5, drawn 5, lost 3. So yeah, actually no. There we are, Fozzie. That's charmed me. I'm going to go 2-1 to Liverpool. 2-1 to Liverpool. Which team will have more possession? You guessed it. That will be Liverpool. And that should be all my predictions saved on that game. So just to quickly run through what I said on the predictions, then we'll just have a bit of fun with. Let me just quickly tweak that out. Just quickly tweet that out. There. James, my friend. Right, here we are. Right. Planet FPL. Son. If I can actually spell this stupid thing. There we are. Done. Happy days. Well, I've tweeted that at Steve O'Real Talk if you want to follow me. If you want to follow me for stupid videos where essentially it's just using clips of famous shows and reactions to anything, but whatever. So, just a quick run through of what I've predicted. So, Newcastle versus Aston Villa have gone 1-0 Aston Villa. Leeds versus Chelsea have gone 2-1 to Chelsea. Crystal Palace West Brom 1-0. Everton 2, Burnley 1, Fulham 0, Man City 2, Southampton 2, Brighton 1, Leicester 1-0, I think I said. 1-0, 2-0, I think I said 1-0. Sheffield United 0. Arsenal Spurs, Dan, I went 1-1. Man United versus West Ham, I've gone 2-1 Man United. And Wolves versus Liverpool, I've gone 2-1. So FPL Ranger, just quickly saying, I sold Salah, so I hope it's Mane or Jota that scores. Salah benching this week? Nah, Salah ain't going to be benched. Salah does not get benched whatsoever. I don't think he gets benched at all. So let's do this bit of trivia. Let's just quickly get on this bit of fun trivia for you guys to answer for. So we'll start with a relatively easy one. Which team is second in the Premier League home table? Who is second in the Premier League home table at this current moment behind Man City? So which team are second in the league at home behind Man City with 27 points? Which team is it, everybody? Then we'll start with an easy one. And then well done, FPL Ranger, straight away. Well done, my friend. FPL Ranger, West Ham, Gustav, West Ham. Oh, Shabakaran saying Chelsea. No, they are third. Chelsea are third at the moment. So that's that one out the way. Newcastle saying Chelsea, Matthews, Aishi's West Ham. Yep, congratulations. So let's just quickly see, form-wise, which team are currently fifth. Which team are currently fifth in the form table? So to give you a clue, Man City are top with played 6, won 5, drawn none, lost 1 with 15 points. This team in 5th have won 3, drawn 2, lost 1, scored 5 and conceded only 2 goals. Who's this then? FPL Rangers saying Tottenham? No, it's not Tottenham. Ramanathan Man United? No, it's certainly not that. Daniel Germain saying, I can't believe I've not owned Cresswell or seen Barry Shuttleworth. He's done it again, Barry. It is Fulham. Gustav saying Arsenal. Kevin Cook, West Ham. No, it is Fulham, everybody. Fulham are 5th in the form table at the moment. On this particular website, they like to give out player ratings and whatnot, and like to go through various other statistics. Here's a question for you. Aerial Jules 1. Aerial Jules 1. It's out of 5 teams. Aston Villa, of those 5 teams, they're 5th. They have a percentage of 52.7% of Aerial Jules 1. Who's top of that particular 5-team mini-league with 57.6%? Who is top of Aerial Jules 1? Dan, I haven't actually mentioned it. We'll get onto that in a minute. FPL Rangers saying Brighton. No. Ramanathan, is it West Ham or Brighton? No, it's not. Kevin Cook, West Ham. A lot of people saying West Ham and Brighton. Newcastle saying Brighton. No, it's certainly not. Dan, I haven't seen you taking a guess in these specific the questions here. Kobe Miranda saying Southampton. All of you are way off. This is a team that's doing exceptionally well this year. Surprisingly well. Will we get a person that's going to answer it? Dan, I thought you had it. Shubhakaran Singh. Congratulations. It is Everton. Well done. Everton have got the highest possession of aerial duels won. So, morning, Big Daddy Chungus. Let's get on with the next one. Right then. Sheffield United top this 5-team mini-league for aggression. They have received 53 yellow cards and 3 red cards. Fulham are second with 52 yellow cards and 3 red cards. Who comes third? Who is third in that list of aggression? Who's received the most cards in this particular season so far? Which team? Who's third in the top 5? So like I said, Sheffield United top it, then it's Fulham, and then it's who are you? Who's going to come in first? No, it's not Burnley, it's not Arsenal, it's not West Brom, Matthew. Alex the Kid saying West Ham, no. A March, no, it's not Arsenal. Arsenal, though, they come 4th. So they're actually just behind this specific team here. Vince saying Everton, no. Big Daddy Chung saying Liverpool, no. Arsenal, no, it's not. Dan, I'm not saying Arsenal, no. Barry Shuttleworth, no. I'm afraid you're wrong. It's not. For the first time, you're wrong. Barry, it's not Brighton. Who's gonna get it through? Spurs, no, it's not Spurs. Alex the Kid, and a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. Stop. That's it. No one's got it. It's Newcastle. Newcastle. Can anybody guess how many yellow cards Newcastle have received this season? I'll give you Johnson's here. I'll give you a clue. Sheffield United have got 53 yellow cards. Fulham have got 52. How many yellow cards have Newcastle received this season? And they're third. Kevin Cook 52, no. Newcastle 37, no. I'm afraid not. Yeah, they got more. Of course, they've got more cards than they've got goals. Of course, it's a team like that. I don't think Matthew Zaichi's very close. Oh, Kobe Miranda. Oh, Vince Bruno Chapman. We'll give Ramanathan and Vince Bruno Chapman. We'll give it to you, lads. Oh, Shubhakaran Singh saying 48. It was 47. They've received 47 yellow cards. Arsenal 38. But they've received 5 red cards, Arsenal, this season, to Dan's detriment there. Let's try and find a random team if possible with all this statistics here and everything. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right, let's just say this. This specific player is a good one for you. Is a good one for you, right? So of the top 10 Premier League top goal scorers this season, one specific player has scored the highest percentage of goals for their particular team. Obviously, I can't give away the team because that will give away the player. But which player has scored 37% of their team's goals? Which player is that? Vince is at... Morning, Nick. Nick, we've been talking about your team this morning. Spoke about on a members video as well. I've basically just said, just be defensive, mate. Which player has scored 37%? Oh, he's done it. That's the quickest one, I think, so far. Shubhakaran Singh, well done. It's Wilson, everybody. Lots of guesses here. But I'm afraid it's Wilson. Well done. Alright, well, I'll just quickly do this then. Who scored then? So if Wilson scored 37% of his team goals, who scored 36%? Who scored 36%? In the top 10 goal scorers, who scored 36% of their team's goals this season? No, it's not Fernandez. No, it's not. Gabriel Derop congratulating Nick Treadwell, top of Group P. Kevin Cook saying DCL, no it's not. No. Ramanathan saying Bruno, Bant, no. Shubhra Singh saying Son. Son is very close, but no it's not Son. Amart saying Son. Dasu saying Watkins. Johnson saying Kane, no it's not Kane. Are we going to get an answer here? I know some people answered it above, but for the wrong question. Who's got 36% of their goals in the top 10 players goal scorers this season so far? Not Sheriff Kebab saying Kane. Shuriyar is saying Kane. No, it's not Kane. No, there's no one. I'm going to have to do a countdown. I think I am. In a 5, 4. Richarlison, no. Hey, Newcastle, well done. Newcastle and Kevin Cook. It was Salah. It was Salah. Okay. Okay, so the way this next question works is quite simple like this. So it's all really down to the amount of red cards and obviously how many yellow cards this specific player has got. So in aggression, so this comes under the category of how many cards they've received. So whether it's the amount of yellow cards, the amount of red cards, it doesn't matter. So this is the top 5 players again. So Conor Gallagher of West Brom has received 8 yellow cards this season, but he is only 5th because he hasn't received a red card across the season so far in this specific table. So who tops the aggression this season for yellow and red cards? Which player has received the most yellows or red cards combination-wise to make them top? Now that's a tough one. That's the tough one. Morning True Lion. Who has received the most yellows and reds to make them top of this specific 5-man table? Just to give you another clue, Basuma is 2nd. John Egan is 3rd. Lundstrom is 4th. But who tops that? It's a bit of an obscure player, and I'd be shocked if anybody gets this. I'd be very shocked indeed. He's not really. I'll give you a clue. He used to be a FPL legend. So he used to be an FPL legend. Not anymore. Not anymore. Sheprakaran Singh saying Romeo. I'll tell you what. It's not a bad shout. Not nowhere near, but it's a good shout. You're thinking along the right lines there. Someone from Newcastle, Ramanathan? No. It's not from Newcastle at all. Bruce saying good morning. You met him yet? Hey, Desus. I hope you're all playing. Innocently, not cheating. But Desus has done it. It's Milivojevic. He has received 7 yellow cards this year and 1 red. Right. What's another one? Okay. This is a nice one. So we did the ratings for Europa League players, right? There are 5 players, like I always say, always 5. There are 5 players that have received a rating, obviously, across this specific season. These are the top 5. Harry Kane is top, made 25 appearances, has a rating of 7.81. Jack Grealish is 2nd, 22 appearances with 7.73. Which player that's 5th has made 27 appearances and has got a rating of 7.37? So Harry Kane tops it with 7.81. Then it's Jack Grealish with 7.73. Who's 5th with a 7.37 rating? Dominic Kearney saying Mason Mount. No, I'm afraid it's not Mason Mount. I'm afraid it's not Mason Mount. Sheprakaran Singh saying Gundogan. Sure you are saying Fernandez. No, you're too many guesses here. Come on, you're just throwing out names there. Prince Opera. No, De Bruyne is 3rd with 7.53. Salah does not even make the top 5. There's another shout for Mason Mount. Thiago says Samir Ohar. No. James Rodriguez. No, it's not. No. 27 appearances. Who's basically played every single game this season? Think along those lines. Come on, Lucas. Eric Peters probably won't even get a 0.37, let alone 7.37. No, Kevin Cook is not son. Amart saying Vardy, no. Diaz, no, I'm afraid not, no. I think we're going to have a countdown. Is Nuke Adams going to come out of the woodwork? Is Barry Shuttleworth going to say anything? Nuke Adams is there with Richarlison. No, it's a very... here's a clue. A very, very, very popular fantasy asset. It's a very popular fantasy asset. John Harris is here. Grealish. No, it's not Grealish, John. Sorry, mate. Prince Opera saying Danny Ings, no. Kevin Cook, Banford, Shaw, Ramanathan saying no. Here we go. Which team for a clue, my lord? It's going to give it away then. All right, who's going to come in first? Right, I'm going to give you a bit of a timer. I'm going to go a bit silent for a second here. And, okay, Barry Shuttleworth has got the team right. So the team is West Ham, but it's not Cresswell. Who's going to come in first? Who's going to come in first with the correct answer? It's West Ham. It's on a bit of a delay, the chat is. Hey! Dominic Kearney. Ramanathan. Well done. Nick Treadwell. Well done. MX Cross. Mux Cross. Susek. It was Susek. Susek. Lukaku, Dan. Come on! It was Susek. Any more obscure ones I could ask? Let's some... Any more obscure questions? Okay. Okay. Does anybody recognise that peep show? Okay, this isn't really based on any science or whatever, but for this specific website's team of the season so far, and it's all based on ratings. It's all based on average ratings, and I'm assuming it's going to be based on, amount of appearances and everything. Okay, this is a nice little question, right? So their team of the season so far, right, is a 4-4-2. Okay, so this formation is a 4-4-2, and I'm going to go through it. I'm gonna leave out a player. I'm going to leave that. There we are, Fozzie, if you're still here. I think I'm going to leave that, right? So this team of the season so far is as follows. So it's a 4-4-2. We have got Martinez in goal with a 7.1. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 7.1. Vestergaard, 7.1. Cancelo, 7.3. Mahrez, 7.4. Fernandes, 7.5. Kevin De Bruyne, 7.5. Jack Grealish, 7.7. Harry Kane, 7.8. Ollie Watkins, 7.3. I said a 4-4-2 formation. Who's the defender? Which defender has been left out of that 4-4-2 of this specific website's team of the season so far? So the back four, is Wan-Bissaka, blank, Vestergaard and Cancelo. Who is that blank? Blimey, there's a lot of you here. Diaz, no. It's not. This is another one. I'll give you a big clue. This is not a FPL option. He is. I don't even think anybody's even mentioned him as an FPL option. So, all you guys coming in with Zuma, Stones, Consas, but these are all FPL options. Even Thiago Silva, he is an FPL option here. This is a player which I don't even think I've ever seen on any form of, whether it's on the Discord, a brew saying Dyer. No. It's definitely not Dyer. I'll get the Jaggy Elka. Vince is saying, you're thinking on the right lines. The right here's a clue, in the right area, the right region. Barry Shuttleworth even closer with Ampadu, very close, but not the team. It's a team doing very well this season. The table may not reflect it, but they are doing very well. Brew, come on. These are FPL options here. Johnson saying Wolves, Connie Coda. No, I don't think anybody's going to get this. What's Nick Treadwell saying? Johnny Evans. Vince saying, it's Dawson, of course. There's no way in hell. In fact, I'm going to say the team, and you're probably still not going to get it. Here's the team. Well, Lucas Davidson has come in with the right team, but that's an FPL option. So remember, this isn't an FPL option. It's Leeds. Which Leeds player makes up that back four? Which Leeds player makes that back four? According to this, with a 7.1 rating. Hey, Nick Treadwell. Congratulations, Nick Treadwell. Johnson's coming here. It was Cooper. Paul Carroll. There we are. It was Paul Carroll. It was Louis. I'm assuming his name. What's his name? Full name? Liam Cooper. Liam Cooper makes up that back four of Vestergaard, Cancelo, and Wan-Bissaka. All right, let's see if I can make this a bit easier now. Well, this is another 4-4-2 formation here, and there's a few names that have been mentioned already. Now, this is the monthly. This is the monthly ratings, making up a 4-4-2 formation again. Like I said, I've seen a few names, people dropping in and out. So this is a 4-4-2. We've got this is over the last. This is between the dates the 1st of February up to the 28th of February. So this is February's team of the month according to this specific website's ratings. So we got Martinez in goal, of course. Here we are, Nuclear Atoms, Veltman, Anderson, Bartley, and Luke Shaw. They make up the back four. This is the midfield four. Sterling, Maddison, Fernandez, Blank, Harry Kane, and they've put Phil Foden up top. So it's almost like a 4-5-1 formation, but Phil Foden's joining Harry Kane. Who is the blank joining Sterling, Maddison, and Fernandez? And I'll give you another clue. I'll give you a clue. It used to be an FPL option. None of you are going to get this right. Well, you could do with this clue. It used to be an FPL option, but there is no way you're going to touch with a barge pole. Thomas McStay is very close. Nuclear Atoms, well done. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Although you've got the name right. I've just given it away. Nuclear Atoms, all you got to say is the first name. Just got to say the first name. If anyone wants to see in chat what Nuclear Atoms has written, he's got it, but it's not the right player. Yay, Ramanathan. Kobe, Thomas, congratulations. It was Traore. Last month was there, making up a 4. Let's see if you can... Okay. Interesting. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's make this the final question. Let's make this the final question, shall we? So this is ridiculous, this one, but this is the 2-day. Now this is going to be really obscure now. This is a 2-day. The guy with huge legs, exactly. This is a 2-day team. Steve, can you name your team of the season? I'll do a members video. Brew, I'll do a members video on that. If I can you do me a favour? Put that in the members chat on Discord. I'll answer that. Adam Din. It's usually made up of dribbles, tackles, various other statistics. Don't ask. I don't know how. That's about as much as I can tell you, really. But this is a 2-day. So this is from 6th of March to the 8th of March, and this is the weekly team. Sam Johnson in goal. Wan-Bissaka. It's another 4-4-2. Wan-Bissaka, Kyle Bartley. Here we go. Adara Bioa, Townsend, Bale, Lamina, Blank, Alonso, Kane, and Christian Benteke. Now I'm going to have to give you a clue here. This is, let's just say, this specific game week, but excluding the Man City game last night. Do not take into account Man City's game last night. So this is for the last 2-3 days. So it's a midfield four of Gareth Bale, Lamina, Blank, Marcus Alonso. Who makes up that blank? Who makes up that blank? Need to think about that one, to be fair, Johnson is saying. Havertz, this is saying no. Right team? It's the right team. Havertz, no, it's not. Ward-Prowse, Bruce saying no. Benteke was up front with Kane. No, it's not Havertz, but it's the right team. Declan Rice, no. Prince Opera, Mahrez, no. Kante, very close. Hey! Congratulations, Barry, John, Nick, Kevin Cook, Jesus, Shawai, Jorginho. Yes, Jorginho was the blank player, and I think that's the end of that little quiz. I wonder if I can test your quick knowledge on La Liga. No, actually, no. That's a bit too broad. Let's do Champions League quick. Let's see if who's any Champions League fans out here. Let's go for an obscure one here. Okay. Now this really is. I can't even pronounce their name. So unfortunately, no, this is not good, is it? This is not good at all. Okay. All right. Okay. So in the Champions League this season, we have 10 top goal scorers. Haaland is top with 10 goals, which is 59% of the goals for Borussia Dortmund this season in the Champions League. Second is Giroud with 6. Then it's Marcus Rashford with 6. In fourth, there's a lot of 6s here. We've got Nazari for Sevilla, Morata of Juventus, Neymar, PSG. Lots of... Now then, the question for you is, like I said, there's always a percentage that these goals have contributed across the amount of goals these particular teams have scored. So specifically in this case, Haaland has scored 10 goals out of 17. Morata has scored 6 goals out of 18. Which player... It's quite an easy one, to be fair. This is quite an easy one. Which player has scored... Kane, no way. Very good. Which player has scored 28% of their team's goals in this Champions League campaign? Now, to give you a clue, if Haaland has scored 59%, Rashford has scored 40%, Giroud 40%. This specific player has only scored 28% worth of the goals. De Sus is there. It's Messi. Messi has scored 28% of the goals for his team. They've scored 18 goals. He's scored 5, and he's one of the in the top 10 here for goal scorers this season. And we'll do one more question here. Okay then. If Lionel Messi has had 6.2 shots per game across the Champions League, Cristiano Ronaldo has had 3.8 shots per game across the amount of fixtures that they played in the Champions League, which player has had exactly 4 shots per game for their team? So, like I said, Messi's had 6.2 shots per game, Ronaldo 3.8. Who's had exactly 4 shots per game for their team in the Champions League this season? Is De Sus going to come through? Prince saying Lewandowski. No. Oh, De Sus. I think we could be... I don't want to accuse you of cheating, but you've come straight in there. I mean, it could be obvious, really. But yes, it is Haaland. Ramanathan saying João Felix, Suarez, Barry Shuttleworth, and Mbappe. No, it's FPL. Some saying Lewandowski, Mbappe, Johnson saying no. It was Haaland. It was Haaland. Could I do a difficult question? Can I come up with someone random? Right, this is probably going to test. I don't even know half these players. Okay, so here we go. This is the final question. It's based on the seasonal team in the Champions League. So this is the Champions League so far this season based on statistics. Let's do a question about Burnley. Forget it. I'm still going to get it wrong. Right. So here we go. It's a 4-4-2, but I'm going to call it a 4-3-3 formation. In fact, it's more like a 4-6 formation, but we've got to fit these players in somehow. So the season so far in the Champions League, from the 19th of October up to the 30th of... Oh yeah, of course, yeah, up to now, sorry. So we've got Manuel Neuer in goal. Cuadrado making up the back four, along with Sul of Bayern Munich, Sandro, and Blank. So keep that in mind. So the back four with Manuel Neuer is Cuadrado, Sul of Bayern Munich, Sandro, and Blank. Then we've got Lionel Messi, Sancho, Fernandes, Neymar, Haaland, and Mbappe up front. Who is that Blank? Who is that Blank player? I mean, this is about as obscure. If Prince Opera saying Cancelo, no. Kobe saying Jules Koundé, no, I'm afraid not. Shiraz Yual saying Zul, no. Oh, it's Zul. Zul. That's how you pronounce the name. Thank you. It's Zul. No, I'm afraid that's not the answer, though. I know you were just correcting me. Ah. Well. Congratulations to MX Crus. It is Romero. Romero, who plays for Atalanta. So well done to you there. Okay, let's just... Alright, for Brew, let's just do a quick one on Burnley. Let's see if any of you guys know anything about Burnley, because I certainly know nothing. Sorry, how long has this stream been going on for? Blimey, okay. We're here to talk about fantasy football, I believe. Yeah, well, skip it. Okay, let's do the final one on Burnley. See if anybody has any knowledge about us this year so far. Okay, so let's go with the ratings. Let's go with the ratings, and let's just finally do on this, right? Okay, so this is Burnley's top 5 rated players on this specific website. So Ben Mee tops it with 7.1. So Ben Mee tops the Burnley ratings out of 5 players at 7.1. Dwight McNeil is 6.79. Who's fourth in that particular league there? So Ben Mee tops it. It's out of 5 on 7.1. Dwight McNeil 6.79. Who's fourth? Prince Opera Vidra, no. Barry Shuttleworth, no. Tarkowski is second. Kevin Cook, Loughton. Brew, Pope, no. Pope is third. Shaprak Singh saying Westwood, no. But you're on the right lines. It's his partner. It's Westwood's partner whenever he's fit. Luke Rams, Rodriguez, no. FPL Sun, Taylor, no. Sammy Barnes, no. Eric Peters, Reddick returns, no. Oh, here we go. Johnson is saying Charlie Taylor, no. Barry Shuttleworth. Well done. It was Josh Brownhill, and none of you will even know who that is. Very good player in the centre. When he plays in the centre, he's very good. When he plays out wide, forget it. Right then, this is the one thing we've all been waiting for. Right then, okay. That was the quiz. And that's the real quiz. Done. Crying out loud. I don't even know why I even did a quiz. But we need to get out of here. All of us need to get out of here. Right then. I wanted to bring to your attention, actually, to be fair, Dan's still here, of course. Dan wants me to talk about his team because he did so well, and you can see why he wants me to talk about his team. Look at this. Look at Dan's team this week. 109 points. excellent score. Martinez in goal. The scorers here. Mahrez, he brought Mahrez in. Shaw coming through. Fernandes, Gundogan, Son. And it's Harry Kane captain. It's Harry Kane captain. Johnson saying, I love the quiz. we are excelled and spoiled us again. No. Sammy saying, what's your overall rank? 600,000, something like that. Terrible. I've had loads of red arrows recently. Rubbish. But there's Dan's team. Yeah, another 100 point for Dan. Danny boy's here. Dan, what are you captaining this week then? Let us know in the chat. Really enjoyed the quiz. Yes, completely impromptu. Shabrakan, completely random. New crowd saying we need a different stream for quiz. Bruce saying, does this take you into the top 7 million? Relic returns. More quizzes, please. Maybe next time. Jason could do it tonight with callers. Tomorrow night. Right. Yeah. What's Dan doing? What's Danny boy doing this week? Tell us, Dan. Who are you captaining? Because this is going to be my team. It's not decided yet. And I always do my in all seriousness, I do my final team selection on a members video. So this is what I've got. This is my bus team at the moment. It really is purely a week of essentially who the hell to captain. The team I'm pretty happy with, to be honest with you. These are the players that I definitely want playing. I'm not really interested in Leeds against Chelsea. I think that it's going to be a very tight game. I know I predicted 2-1 to Chelsea, but I'm actually expecting more for Antonio versus Man United than I am Leeds versus Chelsea. Like I said, Man United at home, then they do seem to like to cause an upset for their fans, and I think potentially this week could be a possibility where Antonio comes through. He does like to play the big teams, Antonio. But yeah, for people listening on audio, we've got Martinez in goal, Cancelo, Tierney, Target, Salah, De Bruyne captain, Gundogan, Rafinha, Son, Antonio, Calvert-Lewin. I think though, for me personally, no transfers are being made whatsoever. I was asked a question actually. Best captaincies this week. Good question. I think I could be naming players which nobody owns. I mentioned Aguero. I think Aguero could be a massive punt. Genuinely, I think Aguero could be somebody. When I saw him last night, I thought, you're looking keen. You're shaking off the old cobwebs. I think that it's all set in sights for an Aguero possible hat-trick. A possible hat-trick for Aguero. Who knows? But certainly I think Aguero... I mean, who did I call for the most goals scored this week? So I'm thinking... Chelsea possibly. Man City. And Liverpool. I think they've got the... I wouldn't call them the best... best fixtures, but I think they've got the potential to have the most goals. And probably Everton as well. I still expect it to be a tight game though. I think that, as I said, Everton to win 1-0, 2-1, something like that. Obviously, there's the usual suspects. Ramanathan's saying here who to get from Chelsea. Alonso's nearly swore then. Nearly swore then. This isn't members. I think Alonso's a great shout. I said it on a video. I said I wish I brought an Alonso instead of Tierney. Sorry, Dan. discuss your joke about Havertz. Why not? If it's just going to be a 1 week punt. Werner. But I think Aguero. Kevin De Bruyne. I'll tell you what, Salah. Jota. Jota could be a great shout. But here's a little tip for everybody. Here's a little tip before I finish this little chat. Number 25 in the world, last game week, triple captain Antonio. He did nothing. It's written in the stars that Antonio is going to tear it up against Man United, and it's going to be the usual story. Why didn't I captain him this week? I've noticed a pattern across this FPL season where it seems that the popular captaincy pick blanks, and then the following game week they do something. To name a couple, Fernandes, this specific game week just gone, blanked in the double, gets his returns the following game week. Harry Kane gets the one single goal across 2 games, and then in 1 game he gets 2 goals, 2 assists. That's just 2 examples. And I'm sure there are many more. So I'm potentially tempted to be a sneaky git and reap the rewards from number 25 in the world not getting anything last week, and then this week he returns. As he's saying, Jamie Vardy returns on your look. Yeah, why not? But was he a popular captaincy pick though? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's what you got to ask yourself. Is he the popular captaincy pick? And on that note, everybody, I cannot believe I've been on here for that long. I genuinely mean that. I've been now speaking now for, including the members video, I've been nearly speaking for coming up to 2.5 hours. So I'm going to call it a morning. What I will say is that if you want to be... I saw a couple of people asking about call-in. Jason does the call-in show. So tonight, if you want to... Sorry, it's not Friday, is it? It's Thursday. Tomorrow, if you want to join Jason live, he'll be streaming from 8 o'clock. So he'll be taking your phone calls for that. More importantly, if you want more specific question answered, if you want to get involved more, why not support myself and Jason, become a member? I do pretty much daily videos. Yesterday I did an hour-long video. Today I did I think it was like 35, 40-minute video. I try and answer as many questions and comments as possible. I'm now going to do for Brew. Who's just there saying a quick impression, please. Yeah, no worries at all. A members video based on my team of the season so far. I think I'll happily do that. Not that I have any knowledge whatsoever, but I'll just happily do it. And I just like getting involved with the members, really. I discuss the Invitational League. I just have a bit of fun with the members. Essentially, if you just want additional content, if you want to support myself and Jason, why not sign up to be a member on the join button by the subscribe. Other than that, if you have enjoyed today's stream, by all means, hit that like button, enjoy it. And if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button. Follow myself on Twitter at SteveO'RealTalk, Jason at Elite FPL Jason, and follow the main page at Elite FPL for when we're going live. And of course, join the Discord where you can continue talking fantasy football. And can I do a quick impression of somebody? If you miss my Mark Southerns, I'll do my Mark Southerns. It's... Well... It's kind of a cross between Dan and Dan, basically. That's it. And on that note, I'm clearing off. Cheers for joining me this morning, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.